Hi, my name is Amy Heyse, and today I'm going to be walking you through how to make a Word of the Year and Saint of the Year bracelet. I'm going to be walking you through how to do everything step by step. I'll also be showing you how to use Jennifer Fulwiler's Word of the Year and Saint Names generator to help pick out a word and saint. Instead of doing a New Year's resolution, I like to pick a Word of the Year and Saint of the Year to kind of help frame my year. I like to see the way that God is trying to speak to me through my word. I also like learning about new saints, and so picking a saint at random is a nice way to learn about one that I maybe wouldn't have heard of otherwise. In previous years, some of the words that have been chosen randomly for me have been be, discover, and last year my word was teach, which I feel like is pretty appropriate since I teach Catholic-inspired art tutorials here on my YouTube channel. Jennifer Fulwiler is a stand-up comedian, mom of 6, podcaster, author, and I just absolutely love her. But she has these nice Word of the Year and Saint Name generators for free online, and I'll link those in the description box. The nice thing is it takes the guesswork out of trying to pick your word, or it can provide a starting place so you can pick your word, pray about it, and discern if it's the right fit for you. So the way that you get to her website is you're going to use wordoftheyear.me for Word of the Year and saintsnamegenerator.com for finding your Saint of the Year. So when you get to her website, you're going to find this page, and it says get an inspirational word, and then there's a button that you push. So I'm going to push the button and find out what word that I get. All right, and the word that came up is spirited. So that's going to be the word that I'm going to be making for my Word of the Year bracelet. And for the saint's name generator, a similar page pops up. It says have saint chosen for you at random, and you push the button. So I'm going to click the button, find a saint for me. Oh, and the saint that pops up is Saint Paula of Rome. Their feast day is January 26th, and their patronage is widows. But this is who I'm going to be doing for my Saint of the Year bracelet. So for this project, you'll need some beads. I found these at TJ Maxx, some elastic, some trays to keep your beads organized, and I think that pipe cleaners are a great option for little kids who might want to make a bracelet as well. You can also take some super glue, put it on a paper towel, and you can use an item like a toothpick to help pick up the glue, and you can add it to the knot of your bracelet. That way your bracelet stays nice and secure with that little bit of glue on the knot. You can also use something like masking tape to help hold your elastic down to your table or onto your mat. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I am going to take my tray. I know, super fancy. There are jewelry trays, but I just have a box tray. And I'm going to be taking my beads and I'm going to be pouring them into the tray. That way I can access all of the letters and different bead shapes a little bit easier. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to find all of the letters for my words, and I'm going to take my elastic, I'm going to wrap it around my wrist to kind of get an idea of how big I want my bracelet to be. And I'm actually going to measure it a little bit wider than my wrist to start off with. I can always trim it and tie it down to size later. I'm just snipping it with my scissors. That way I have the length that I need for this project. So like I mentioned earlier, if you do this project with little kids, I feel like a pipe cleaner is a great supply. It's easier to thread the beads onto the pipe cleaner. You don't have to worry about the beads slipping off of the bracelet. They just stay secure on the pipe cleaner. So after I pick out my letter beads, I need to decide what beads I want to make for the actual main part of the bracelet. So in my kit, I have these iridescent clear beads, which I feel like would be really nice accent beads to go around the word spirited. I also have these gold beads that are nice and solid, which I feel like would look really nice all around the outside of the bracelet. So people who like to make jewelry might have an actual jewelry tray where you can lay out the design of your bracelet in these little grooves. I am not one of those people, so I am using a condiment lid that I had lying around. I'm laying out the letters of my bracelet. I'm putting down the accent beads, and I'm going to lay down some of the gold beads so I can kind of get an idea of what the bracelet is going to look like before I start to thread it onto the actual elastic. So speaking of the elastic was really stretchy and it was really hard to kind of keep it lying flat on the mat. So I used a piece of masking tape to help hold the elastic down onto the mat. And then I just start to work on threading out the letters of my word of the year. So I did my accent bead first, put out my word, ended with an accent bead. And once I kind of got my words spaced out the way that I wanted with the accent beads around it, then I decided to kind of work on both the left side and the right side, starting to thread those gold beads around either side. So I feel like there are two determining factors in how big your bracelet is going to be. It depends on how big your word of the year is, and it also depends on how large your wrist is. So as I add gold beads to my bracelet, I can just kind of hold it up against my wrist and kind of get an idea of how many beads I might need to add on either side. So in this case, I decided to try to add about 10 gold beads on each side, and then I could kind of check as I work on it. So after I got about 10 gold beads on either side of my word, I took my bracelet off of the mat and I held the bracelet up against my wrist to kind of check and see how big the bracelet was fitting on my wrist at the moment. So once I put the bracelet on, I could kind of see that it was a little looser than how I would like my bracelet to be. So I slipped it off of my wrist and I decided to take a couple beads off of each side of the bracelet to kind of balance it out a little bit more. So once I determined that the bracelet was snug enough to feel good on my wrist, but loose enough that I could pull it off of my wrist, I knew that I was ready to tie the elastic strings. So I took my elastic and I just wrapped it in a regular knot, just like you would start tying your shoelaces, and then I just added a second knot. So I just did a simple double knot. I'm sure there are fancier knots that you could do, but I feel like this was good enough. I feel like my bracelet looked really nice. I have my double knot that felt like it was securely holding onto the bracelets. So you can use something like a super glue on a little napkin. I'm using a toothpick to help grab some of that super glue. And I'm just going to add some of this glue to the knot of my bracelet. That way the knot is a little bit more firm and secure. It might hold that knot a little bit better. So I just add a little bit onto the knot and then I just let it dry for a minute or so. So once that glue dried, I took my pair of scissors and I just snipped off the excess elastic string. And depending on the size of the hole on your beads, you might even be able to kind of slide your bead over the knot, and that's going to keep it more hidden and more protected as well. That is how my spirited word of the year bracelet turned out. I can slide it on my wrist and it serves as a visual reminder of the way that God might be trying to speak to me during this new year. So for my Saint of the Year bracelet, I had Saint Paula. So I have my elastic cut out and I pulled out the letters for their name. So I found Saint, and in my bead kit, in addition to the letters, I also had these tiny clear seed beads, and I thought that the seed bead would be a nice little period in between Saint and Paula, so that's what I decided to go with. I'm going to be doing kind of the opposite bead, so I'm going to be using gold as the accent beads for my Saint Paula bracelet, and I'm going to be using the clear iridescent beads
to create the main part that kind of wraps around the back. So once I get my beads all picked out, I start off with the accent bead, and I'm just going to slowly thread on the name of my saint onto my elastic. Again, I have the masking tape on the mat to help keep everything secure, and I just add bead by bead, starting with the accent beads and St. Paul's name, and then kind of similar to before, I'm using the clear iridescent beads for the main part of the bracelet. And since these ones are a little bit bigger and St. Paul's name is kind of large, I didn't need to use as many. Once the bracelet is all knotted, I can choose to use the super glue to help secure that knot again. I did not for this bracelet, no pun intended. I cut off the excess elastic with my scissors, and these beads also have a larger opening, so I just slid a bead over that knot to help hide the knot and protect it. And there is my St. Paula bracelet with my Spirited Word of the Year bracelet. And I feel like they complement each other because they're using the same beads, just kind of reverse on each one.
Thank you so much for following along with today's tutorial. I would love to see how your Word of the Year and Saint of the Year bracelets turned out. Feel free to tag me on social media. Links to all supplies, Jen Fulwiler's information, I'll have linked in the description box. If you enjoyed following along with today's tutorial, you can give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you can stay up to date on other Catholic-inspired art tutorials. I want to remind you that you are loved. God loves you very much, and He loves your artwork very much. Happy New Year. Thank you so much for following along today.